Good evening, everybody. How you guys doing? This is the anonymous. This is the anonymous Mando'Ade network. I am Reverend Ordo, your host for this evening. Now, Anthony Fauci has pleaded the fifth 111 times, and we all know what happened on this very day. And for those 4 years, almost 4 years, right? 23. We all dealt with the shutdown, the nationwide pause. First, we've seen people fight over water, toilet paper, hand sanitizer. We've seen people buying bulk, and sell it on eBay and shit, eBay or Amazon. One guy was selling one roll of toilet paper for $50. One roll of toilet paper for $50. One roll could be 75 cents. But there was also a footage of two women dropping bombs on each other over a fat package of an 80-roll toilet paper. May not be 80, but they were dropping bombs on each other, and this whole COVID scare really fucked people up here. And one man did it all. He was pardoned. But yet, he could still face prosecution. He could still face prosecution. Last time somebody was tried for contempt of Congress, right? Last time that somebody was tried for contempt of Congress was 1971, 55 years ago. 55 years ago. And it's really someone like Anthony Fauci is kind of person who has the face of someone who is scared if he got tried. If he didn't get pardoned and he got charged and tried, he would be scared shitless, honestly, because he started this shit, and it's greed, it's power trip. He thought he was a messiah to help the world, the country, right? The country, and everybody had to 6 feet apart, wear a mask. There's a mom and her family that were forced out of the stadium because they want to watch football. They couldn't watch football. They couldn't do shit. This guy caused Here, I'll play it. Here, okay. See here. Let's see here. See here. There's an audio played. And this guy is a, you know, let's see here. He was talking about people and their identify ideological bullshit. You know, like, really, dude. And
Actually should face repercussions for this. Like I said, never heard. Tonight we're going to show this girl. You had Mr. Fraudci. You had more wrong. Oh, so last night. You had tonight. Your mom turns out the fuck. Yeah, there's my fat dude. What's Mom? Fraudci, I want to close with this. I highly recommend this summer gel seat cushion.
but he was talking about, you know, all this shit he's done. And he said that Facebook, Amazon, you know, if you want to work, you gotta get a shot. Get your shot. If you go to university, get your shot. It's about control with this guy. This guy waited 40 years to do this shit. 40. Why is he not locked up? You know, why is he not locked up to begin with? You know, it's really ironic that he's not locked up, because the thing is, he would be pretty much broken out because they need him, because if he talks, what's going down with him? See, they protect each other. all these assholes in DC, they all protect each other. Why is Hillary not in prison? How come Bill and Hillary are not in prison? Because they're protecting her, because she knows enough information that if she goes down, the entire brand, the entire system goes down with her. Bill and Hillary are the kind of people that would take some, or let's just say, if they go down, they would take a lot of motherfuckers with them and their families. The same with Fauci. If he goes down, somebody's going down with him. He ain't going alone. He'll be taking a few people with him. Whether they're American or Chinese, don't fucking matter. It always happens. Someone goes down, I'm gonna drag you guys with me. You know. So why is it? I really like. Why is it that if one person that did all this gets pardoned, but yet, even though he's pardoned, he's pleading the fifth 111 fucking times, right? It makes no fucking sense, really. It don't really make any sense, really. I think that I don't think it ever did. I don't think it ever really did make any sense, you know, like I don't think it ever did make any sense, because for nearly 4 years, almost 4 or 5 years, well, actually almost 4 years, really, that this guy sat there. He would rather meet it. He would rather meet a Kardashian than someone who's sick. Who's sick. He'd rather stand in the middle of Fenway Park, throw a baseball, the first pitch, right? In his office, he has a candle glass of him as the Messiah. Anthony Fauci sees himself as the Messiah, who suffers from a Napoleon complex. I think it's just really just fucking stupid. I think it's really dumb, really, because I think it's really ironic that if somebody had the balls, like really had the balls, dude, you know what I'm saying, to really look, I would like to see his pardon revoked, because what the fuck he did, if there was a way to revoke his pardon, has it ever happened? I don't know. If it does happen, this little bastard's going to get charged, tried, convicted, and sentenced. Yeah. Later. It doesn't. It's immoral. The guy should be sitting on Sparky in Texas and fried. Really. the guy should be tied to a post and fucking shot, but I can't say that because of the algorithm, you know. But I can say that I would like to see him on Old Sparky in Texas and fried. Um, it's insane. How can you sit there for nearly 4 years, lie to Congress, lie to the Senate, basically lie to the whole country, knowing that he lied about the number of lives lost, which is very low compared to what he said, you know, when he lied. Because the thing is, he needed the lie to count. He needed the lie to matter because the high numbers in deaths, because someone could die in a car accident, heart attack, cancer, shot, right? Some kind of accident and dies, right? Instead of writing down the actual cause of death, COVID. I think what needs to happen is that these families need to sue the guy, sue him, make him pay for what he did. I advocate for all these families that he fucked over and he didn't care be sued. And I thought it was a crime to I thought perjury was a crime when you lie to Congress, right? I thought perjury was a crime. I mean, perjury is a crime if you lie under oath in court, right? If you lie in court while under oath, you're charged with perjury and contempt of court, right? You know. So the thing is, he lied. He perjured himself. He perjured himself over the last close to 4 years, about 4 years. He perjured himself in front of the whole country. He perjured himself in front of greedy ass politicians. He lied to the whole country. This guy needs to watch his act because right now he pissed off. He pissed off a lot of people the last 4 years of this shit, man. He lied. What do you guys think? What should happen to Anthony Fauci? Say it in the comment section. All right. What should happen to Anthony Fauci? Should he be prosecuted for perjury? Right? Perjury? Eric Holder, the former AG, while under Obama, he committed perjury himself and committed contempt of Congress. Yeah, contempt of Congress. Yeah, Eric Holder got charged with it. Contempt of Congress. Yeah. If Biden, I mean, look, if Richard Nixon was getting close to being charged for his shit, How come Biden didn't get charged for this shit for using the auto pen? Isn't using auto pen against the law? Isn't using auto? I mean, how come he didn't get impeached for that? Because they hid it. They hid it from him, from everybody. This is why, I hate my government. This is why I really fucking hate my government. Also again, this is one of many reasons why I hate my fucking government, dude. And would rather love my country than my government. Because they don't care about the people. They don't serve us. They want us to serve them. It's just really bullshit, man. Really, really bullshit. Honestly, I don't see this going anywhere else. But to me, honestly, it's done in front. It's done for the cameras, man. It's all done for the cameras, dude. Honestly. My name is Reverend Ordo, and I run the anonymous Mando'Ade network. If you're new to this channel, like, subscribe. Wait. I do want to play some here.
For your car. Shut word is. Can you do me a favor in the audience and stand up if during the time of the COVID pandemic you were called a racist for calling the virus the Wuhan virus or the China virus? If you thought the 6-foot rule was total crap, if you thought the vaccine wasn't something that you should take, if you thought it was outrageous the way the mask policy was rolled out, if you were fired from your job for not taking that vaccine, including members of the military, if you thought closing schools was catastrophically stupid, and that you thought that during these times saying these things made you somehow a lesser human being. Dr. Fraudci, can you just turn around and look at the people behind you? You're not willing to do that? That's not a question. It's not a question. To your lawyer, it's not a question. It's a request. All you have to do is look up from your lawyers and look at the people who were absolutely shamed for saying what we know now to be the truth. You can't even look at them. It was about 6 years ago today that I decided I'm going to give up my businesses, sell them all, run for office, run for the United States Senate. Here I am sitting in front of you 6 years later saying, who the fuck do you think you were for doing that? It is a total disgrace what you did to this country. Can you do me a favor in the audience and stand up if during update 2?
ANSI, placed NIH, CDC, Johnson & Johnson, and Pfizer on the same board, that governments overlap ship the accreditation system that certify the regulators. The conflict is structural, and Fauci is at the top. Warning: Fauci is the tip of the iceberg. ANSI NAAB underwriter fraud.
Okay, well, I can say it again if you want. Did you step number one? So that's my only 20 advice of counsel. 20 advice of counsel I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution. Mr. Netanyahu, who cursed him out over the phone, saying you're effing crazy. How do you suspect Fraudci? While people were dying, hundreds of thousands of Americans, over a million in the end, and you were getting rich. And not only were you doing that, you were using federal employees with taxpayer money to apply for and solicit cash prizes for you personally. Cash prizes totaling over $1 million. You did all of that during the pandemic, didn't you? That's a question. The advice of counsel I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights. All of this, and not just one or two employees wasn't. In fact, you used 8 separate federal employees on federal time using federal resources to solicit cash awards. Isn't that true? To answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution. I'm over the shoulder. Here's all of them. The people that you use, federal employees, so that you can go and get money. And the hilarious part is that you weren't content to even to apply for all of these cash awards. You then had to go to the ethics agencies and ethics watchdogs and to be able to get the money. You were supposed to David Ace's doctor, and you're playing on TV. But this is what you were doing with your time. You got rich. People were dying. Civil rights attorney. Less. This hearing appears to be a culmination of months of bias and selected efforts by the majority under the guise of a committee. When Dr. Doom appeared, 1 million Americans died from COVID-19. Some estimate as many as 15 million people died worldwide from COVID-19. Publicly, Anthony Fauci promoted the theory that the virus arose naturally, while privately, he was well aware of a mountain of evidence suggesting the virus originated in the lab. The American people deserve answers. The American people deserve to know why dangerous research was funded by NIAID in a totalitarian country in a lab that lacked acceptable safety standards. The decision to fund dangerous gain-of-function research in Wuhan, China, will likely go down in history as perhaps one of the worst public health decisions. Frankly, the American people deserve an apology. I hope today Dr. Fauci will come clean, admit it was a mistake to fund dangerous research in China, admit that the risk of this dangerous research exceeded any possible benefits, ask forgiveness, and pledge to help our government devise safeguards so a man-made epidemic never happens again. Instead of an apology, you have for years avoided responsibility. Regarding the lockdowns, you argue that you did not personally issue every lockdown order, close every school, or impose every mandate. But officials across the country invoked your authority to justify these decisions. And you presented your recommendations not as judgments open to debate, but as dictates of science itself. Your own words demonstrate that you understood the influence you exercised. On March 14th, 2020, you wrote that the task force recommendations were driven by me, yourself, Deb, and CDC. The next day you wrote that you had convinced Mayor Bill de Blasio to close the New York City schools, so you were involved. That same night, Governor Gavin Newsom's chief of staff told you that the governor had decided to close California schools, bars, and restaurants after watching you on television. Presidents, governors, mayors, school boards, corporations, and Congress all bear responsibility for the decisions they made. The COVID lockdown, however, could never have been inflicted without you aiding and abetting the crime. Children lost years of education. Small businesses built over a lifetime disappeared. Patients delayed cancer screenings and other medical care. Families were separated from dying relatives. Workers were ordered to accept a medical procedure or lose their jobs. Worship assembly, employment, education, and travel were restricted in the name of science. While you did not impose every restriction, you used your public authority to justify them. While you concluded publicly that COVID occurred naturally, your private record tells a different story.
It tells, exactly, it tells a different story. Kids lost years of education. He did this. because he wanted to be the Messiah. He wanted to be the modern day Messiah. He's not. And he lied. He fucking lied to everybody. Because he wanted the authority, control. He wanted to be like Napoleon, but he's fucking short as fuck. So, I mean, what is it? Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next broadcast. Peace out. Godspeed. Buddha bless.